There's still some questions about pacing in EDU 585, especially those who have not completed Project One yet. So I wanted to break it down a little bit more and give you some further guidance in this week's announcement. So I have on the screen the What to Submit section that shows that there are two parts. Part 1 is the professional teacher leader philosophy, and part 2 is the digital citizenship presentation. So if we take the resources, and so I'm going to scroll up to get to the resources. If we go to the resources for Unit 1, then we can kind of see a division. So if I go over to the left, I see Unit 1-1 resources are on teacher leader in the 21st century, and then 1-2 leadership competencies, standards, and theories. Those both definitely tie to Project One. And then when I look at 1-3, it says systems thinking and management. So if I go into that for a minute and I start looking at the unit resources, you can see that they have to do systems thinking and different pieces of that. So if I go back to, again, my table of contents, and I look at Project One again, and I go into the Project One instructions and rubrics section, you'll find that in the What to Submit section, a lot of the systems thinking and management stuff comes into Project One. So what I would do, instead of trying to go through all the resources for absolutely everything and then beginning Project One, is I would go to that Unit 1-1, -2, and -3, those first three pieces of the 5. And I would read everything and complete the knowledge checks and all of that first. Then I would go ahead and jump on the paper part of the Part 1, the What to Submit, the professional teacher leader philosophy statement, which is the 8 to 10 pages. Once you're finished with that, then you can start Part 2 and you can go through the digital leadership presentation. What you can even do, if you would like, is once you have Part 1 put together, while you're working on Part 2, you can go ahead and email Part 1 into us so we can look over that and give you some feedback while you're working on the second part. So it's not all big and overwhelming all at the same time. So I thought that would just kind of help those of you who are struggling with all the resources and those two big pieces of that Project One.